If you guys have been keeping up with the channel and the videos, man, you definitely know that a few days ago this thing was a complete nightmare. Let me insert the clip of what it actually looked like before.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was definitely not pretty one bit whatsoever.
No, son.
And it is nowhere near looking good just yet. But here momentarily, once we actually start retracking some wires and hooking stuff back up, man, it's gonna definitely look like a whole new amp install. I got ferrules that I will be using on some stuff. I got brand new zip ties, my tone generator, so definitely this thing, if you guys never seen one of these. So I connect these leads up to the terminals of the speaker, hit this button, and then right here I can this is like the volume gain, and this is a frequency, so I can drop it to a low frequency or to a higher frequency, so I can test speakers out and make sure that they're working. Now today's mission is to go ahead and pretty much have all the amps connected, but as long as we can get the amps connected, I think we'll be good. Then little by little we can start making sound, and then from there we can slowly start tuning it in, set gains a little bit higher, and then once we actually know everything's playing good and not cutting out or nothing's going into protect, then we can actually go ahead and move forward and do a little bit more testing just to be able to pump up the gains and get the full potential out of all the amps to the speakers. And once I know that everything's playing and everything's good, we're gonna probably take the truck out to an area where it's pretty much open and we don't really bother nobody, and we're just gonna let it, like we're gonna do some few test runs, and I'm gonna let it play for like an hour straight, not at full tilt, but at a level where I feel that it's going to be at pretty much all day whenever we go to the event. Because, you know, like I said, man, the event that we're going to go to, the Florida Classics, guys, I'm going to be parked here, and then probably the next guy's going to be parked next to me jamming his stuff out like crazy, then the next guy here too, and then the guy next to me on the other side is going to be jamming like crazy. So, and it's not really a competition to see who's louder, man, but, you know, everybody's out there just enjoying, showing off their stuff, and, you know, we have to as well. Your boy get prepped up real quick. I'm going to finish my Coke, and then just concentrate and getting the amps hooked up. It's definitely time to, man, to put in that work, man, so let's get it. Show you how my tone generator works, guys. So basically I'm going to start connecting speakers into one of the amps, and in order to, I mean, I've already labeled the speaker so I know what it is, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you. So basically my tone generator is going to help me find the speakers. So I could put like some clip-on leads on here, but I don't have any in the moment, so we're just going to twist tie. Alright, so generating some sound to that wire, it goes ahead and tells me that it's this 10 right here that's actually making the sound. Another cool thing about this tone generator, if I wanted to check the phase on the speaker, I could just hit this button and it'll just make the speaker pop. You hear it? But obviously since the speaker's all the way over there and it's got the grill on, I can't really see it, but you know, you get the picture. This tone generator has been with me for almost like, I want to say this generator has been with me for almost like 10-12 years, guys. And it's still working perfectly good. I know I can buy a new one and the upgraded ones or whatever, but man, this is my baby. I gotta trust it. It's always helped me hook everything up, and I'm never gonna, you know, sell out on it, man. But you know, you see how it works. As you've seen, I actually put ferrules on the power wire and the speaker leads for the subs, and I don't think that I have, I mean, we'll try to fit some ferrules for the speakers for the mids, but I'm not promising anything. But now we're just going to connect the mids up to this amp, which are for the doors. We got a lot of work to do, and we can't waste no time. We're checking back in, guys. What do you guys think so far? It looks pretty good, pretty good. I mean, obviously I still need to put a few more zip ties. I need to put some few zip ties in there, and I am actually going to disconnect the reducer, and then I am going to like loop it around so it follows this right there, so it's not like in the way right there. So it just, you know, looks pretty good at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? It's way better on this side than what it looked like the other day, guys. And like I said, man, don't ever doubt your boy, man. I know how to wire. I know how to wire really good. But you know, like I said, you know, we've come in situations where we had you know, amps that were not working. We were out there in the battlefield getting down, and I had to make stuff work, and I just put stuff to the side. But man, you know, like, don't ever judge your boy, man. You know, we got ferrules and pretty much everything that we can actually put ferrules on. We got stuff nice and tight, looking neat. And then once we actually get done tuning the amps, we can actually go ahead and put those guys inside its little cubby hole, mount the amps down, and then they're good forever, guys. So once everything's all done, this is going to be a completed project. There's no more doing this, doing that. That's going to really extremely change the theme of the truck, which is like the budget build thing. So whatever is in here, and if it works, it works. And if later on something blows out, we'll just swap it out for almost the same exact thing, just so it can go back in its location. And then that's that, guys. RCAs are pretty much going to get wired in closer to when we're actually finished, guys, just so I know how to track them away from all the power wires, so we don't actually get engine noise through them. And although my truck doesn't actually have engine noise, guys, but when you're dealing with like the mids and high thing with like the concert speaker and, you know, the tweeters, you're gonna have hissing no matter what, guys. Even if you use like the best of the best stuff, it's always gonna make some kind of a hissing, especially when you got EQs. I don't care what anybody says. You know, I've seen people that have like an Escalade and they do that audio control LC something piece with like badass jail audio amps, but they go ahead and put, you know, like the PRV speakers and the PRV tweeters, and no matter what, guys, you're gonna get that hissing sound. Now if it sounds like alien stuff when you're stepping on the gas, okay, that's another thing, but just a little bit of hissing, guys, that's just what comes with doing like these hood builds, like I call them. Okay, so since that's already somewhat buckled up, guys, we're gonna go ahead and, well, I'm actually gonna fix that power wire run for the power for the 5K. Once that gets done, we're gonna come over here and start figuring this out, guys, because this looks like crazy. So we're gonna get this buckled up. I think it's pretty much time to connect this PPI amp in, and man, this thing is actually really saving the build, and it's really fixing a lot of situations, because for one, it's going to make the 8s play in the back, and number two, it's going to give its own channel for the horn, so we can get a little bit more vocal out of them. And the reason why there was a big bunch of wire, guys, was because so I had to really like wire down tweeters so they can all fit in that 250/2 Tera amp, and as well too, like the 8-inch wires, the wires for the 4/8s, they were just like thrown back there at a big ball. And so with us putting this amp in, it's going to help us clean up a majority of all those wires that were there, so now they can actually get tracked in pretty good, just like we did with these guys over here. Look, you see that? Looks so much better. And you know, we got this right here, but and we have that right there. But all that's gonna go away here in a little bit, guys, because man, we can finally connect this guy in and make everything look so much better now. Quick update, man, check this out. You see it, that looks way better than what it was the other day, and the PPI amp is connected. As you can see, look, it's connected and just tracked right there. Once the beauty panel gets put in, all you're just gonna see is that strand, and then like the RCAs are probably gonna come like loop around and stuff like that away from everything. So it just sounds pretty good and the least amount of engine noise as possible. Although, like I said, I do not have no engine noise. I do have some hissing just because it's tweeters and, you know, stuff like that. But when I step on the gas, there is no noise whatsoever. The RCA that was bad coming from the EQ from the back of the stunt wall. And, you know, I am working on this department right here. We're slowly getting all the amps connected, guys. But man, let me tell you, like that amp and those amps right there, honestly, it has already took me, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I've been out here working since like 8:30 in the morning. It's 12:26, man. Been pounding down the apple juice. This is pretty much, well, I mean, there's RCAs, but there's some other stuff that I threw away that was just like unnecessary wire that was inside the truck for no reason. And like I said, a majority of the mess was just because stuff was connected together in order for it to work. But, you know, since we put that amp in there, we don't need those connections no more, so everything gets ran to that amp. And sadly, I did not want to run the 8s in the back bridge, but I had no choice but to run it because they were looped together. But that amp handles a 4 ohm mono bridge, so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably only gonna turn that guy up halfway just so it's not like sucking mad power out of it and it's not forcing itself to play. But the horns are connected pretty much just like bridged together from that channel, and I think that channel is like 2 ohm, but since they are horns, it's probably running at 4 ohm mono as well too, so that should be no problem. But man, I can't wait to hear these horns on that amp, man. We can finally drop the hertz level on these guys and get some real vocal out of them. Man, look at this. Very, very big difference than what it was the other day. Don't mind that right there because those are wires that still need to get connected to crossovers, remote wires and stuff like that, but that will actually be neat tomorrow. Man, when I say never doubt your boy, gang, never doubt your boy. Look at that. Very, very big difference than what it was. And I definitely like the video if you guys like the rewire job. Big difference. And like I said, man, don't mind that big bundle right there. It is nothing. And once the beauty panel gets put on in front of the blow through, you're only going to see like this and that, and then the little pieces that are hanging out. But other than that, versus what it was, guys, psh, man, that was crazy looking. Look at this. Very, very nice. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Both of the crossovers are going to go in, and we're still missing the other 250 amp that needs to get put in place too. And then we can start connecting all those remote wires and everything to it, and then finally we can go ahead and turn everything on, guys. And like I said, we may play light sound tomorrow just to make sure everything is working. Please stay tuned for the next video, guys. I am gonna work on the truck tomorrow as well too, but I actually got to take my son to the doctor first thing in the morning, and then after that I should be back like around like 11-12. And then if I could just get the crossovers in, wired in, and everything turned on, I think we're really good. But for now, man, your boy's gonna go ahead, close all the doors, and call it a day, and I will catch you guys on the next one.